I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on Spotlight, we're delving into a powerful book, a wonderful book. It is called My Ancestor's Path is My Future Journey. It's written by a terrific author. Her name, Stephanie Colligan-Ishola. We're joined right now by her husband, Prince Ishola. This compelling book blends genealogy, research, and dream visions to take readers on a spiritual journey through the eyes of a girl with a profound connection to her ancestors. Join us as we explore this fascinating story of heritage, spiritual freedom, and inner peace. And be sure to stay tuned. At the end of this interview, we will have a special book signing video that features the author, and you won't want to miss it. We're delighted to be featuring this book on our show today. We ask viewers like you to support writers like her by subscribing to our channel, and we thank the folks at Great Writers Media for helping us put this book in the spotlight. Prince, thank you so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
My pleasure, Mr. Logan. My pleasure. And
This
thank you
is a
for inviting me.
Oh, you're very welcome. This is a beautiful book that your wife has left behind, a beautiful legacy, a beautiful part of her for the world to share. Tell us a little bit about her inspiration to write My Ancestor's Path is My Future Journey.
If you allow me to read, because we have a heads up on our book already, and I want
Mhm.
to make sure that we do speak through her voice, you know, So it goes like her intention of writing this book. This book is intended to tell the story both in words and pictures by enabling my audience, like she said, by enabling her audience to envision her journey and ancestor path unfolded through our own very eyes, supported by genealogy, research, interviews, and my dreams and her dreams visions. So that is really her, her intention of writing this book. But this book is beyond life, if I may say. This book is beyond life. It's a continuation of message, okay, not about money or fame. And this is book lifelong journey of things about 2,000 years ago that comes back to refresh people's mind and knowledge. And our intention is very clear, is to be able to give people inner peace and their spirituality and awakening. You see, it's a collection of the life experience for her. Okay. The history, the culture, the spirituality, enlightenment, and awakening. I believe you have expressed that to our viewers. Even as of today, it's still continued journey we share together. And I'm glad that we're able to put it out.
Absolutely. It's wonderful that you have this piece of her that you can share with the world, her beautiful writings, her beautiful book. Tell us a little bit about Stephanie and her life.
Stephanie, Stephanie is a native of Lafayette. Stephanie is a native. If you allow me, because I like to everything, I want it to be authentic, not to be my word, because she have left this legacy of how she wants things to be done. And when they already pass on, we need to do things the way they want us to do it. I have no word to add on to it except things that I experienced myself. Okay. So, Stephanie, if you allow me to the audience, Stephanie Colligan is a native of Lafayette, Louisiana, and reside in Texas. She is first-time author and avid reader. She is a lifetime member of the American Federation of Teachers, American Psychological Association, National Organization for Human Services, National Association of College Scholars, the Society for Colleague Leadership and Achievement, volunteer for the Medical Reserve Corps, and a certified crisis instructor by the Washington. Okay. And not never to forget, this is the main thing, the passion of Stephanie. And that is she is a humanitarian and advocate, community advocate. And as we can see, I will show you, you see her recognition as well as so many recognition from the state's representatives, you know, just to be able to, for our reader to know and familiar with who is author is in about. She have a passion about this book. Okay. And
Absolutely.
that's what I can say, and elaborate a little bit about her. That is all I can say, because believe me, we cannot say too much about this, because this is a book to be converted into the movie or TV series.
Yes.
And that is what me and Stephanie goes.
Yes.
So it can stay with us in this life and generation to come. In spirituality, we has been manipulated, believe me. And if this comes through the TV and movie, the audience will see far beyond the book, because God is good. He gives us, he created us, and he gave us the blueprint of ourselves. But the only light can make it clear, and it has made it clear. So if we have to do this, Mr. Logan, we have no time on the TV presentation. It's all I want our reader and the traditional publisher that are interested to come in, and let's do this for the people. It's for the people. It's not about the money or the fame. Otherwise, I've been offered the money by the, don't let us start naming, okay? I've been offered the money, $72,000, and they have offered my wife while she was in life $72,000 in her purse. If I come out to show them how the sun and the moon is prostrating in front of me to be called to this, and my faith has been tested. Mr. Logan, the faith has been thoroughly tested in a higher position, and I'm still going through it till now. It needs to come out. It needs to be elaborate in the movie section. It needs to be elaborate in TV series, whichever way they want to do it. We just want to bring the story out. So the oppressors that oppress on all of us knows that, hey, this thing is here now. They cannot sweep it under the rug anymore, and we have to do it for the sake of our generation to come. Not for me, not for you. Look at, I'm already there. It's not for me. I don't care about the fame. I have that fame from the youth, and they have pronounced me my enemies, which I say my enemies. Forgive me for saying that. The oppressors, they have said that on TV that, yes, what I got is a ratio of 1 to 1,000. So if it's a ratios of 1 to 1,000, believe me, it gave it to us in a different form.
Well, this would be an amazing movie. This would be an amazing TV series. I think it would reach a much broader audience than just being in a book. So I think it's an incredible story, and I think it needs to be told. So hopefully someone there in Hollywood is listening. And the great part is the book is out there now. You never know whose hands it's going to wind up in, and somebody might produce this and turn it into a film. And I think that would be great. Tell us a little bit about the dream visions that Stephanie had.
Yeah, the dreams, visions that she had, even though some of it is in the book, okay? and then some. That is why we elaborate that we need to do movies, because most of the major characteristic of our dreams we cannot put in the book, because we don't want it to get on the hands of people and they change it and manipulate it the way they have been doing things in the past. And that is not the way God's want it. We want it to be authentic. We want it to be original. So, but her dreams, when the lights came to me in 1996, that is what brought all the dreams out. The light came to me in 1996. I don't know why I say things through my mouth. I was so depressed because I look at the America, this is not life. And then I married this woman. This is not really who I'm married to. So I asked God, I said, God, can you let me be the one to show them, Mr. Logan? I don't know when I said it. I swear on my father and my mother and all the books, all the three books that God gave us that I believe in. And I believe in Jesus. I swear Almighty on that. I don't know when I was saying it, but God so good. He gave me the light. How the light come, whatever, that's another story. Just to be able to do broad right now, he gave me the light, and boom, I let Stephanie know, and Stephanie came back from where she went, and she looked through my eyes. She said, your eyes is glassy. I said, well, something just happened. So what you call stigmata, the stigmata comes to Stephanie, and she started remembering stuff. When she started remembering stuff, our lives change completely. We start going through stuff. And then she started dreaming. Then I said, Stephanie, I do know how to interpret some dreams, right? But what you need to do is get a journal and start writing it down. So she started doing it every day. She would dream something. She wrote it down. Every day she dreamed, she wrote it down. And that is what collection, that is why I say it's a collection of life experience, her history, culture, spirituality, and enlightenment. And then we heard about in 2013, before 2013, Stephanie has been going through depression, okay? Very deep depression, which I stood by her, okay? But when we heard, she just woke up one day, she said, oh, I heard on my phone that Paul Crouch died. And my wife woke up. And then she started doing research of the genealogy and, things that she put in the book about the natives. And she wrote 1,000 pages to the Native Bureau. And the judge said, wow, you have done everything about your ancestors. That is why she said about the ancestor part is my future journey, because she see them, she talk to them, they talk to her in their dreams. And as a matter of fact, when we play the end of that series, you will hear what she said about that. But I just want to make this thing short because we don't have that much time, and I don't want to use all your time for me elaborate so much. But that is
Well,
that is what it is.
well, we appreciate you sharing this information, these thoughts, these revelations about your wonderful wife, who truly was a special person, Stephanie Colligan-Ishola. She has written this book that is a life-changing book. It is a book you'll want to read. It is called My Ancestor's Path is My Future Journey. It is an amazing book. It's a compelling book that blends genealogy, research, and dream visions, and it takes readers on a spiritual journey through the eyes of a girl with profound connections to her ancestors. It is a fascinating story of heritage, spiritual freedom, and inner peace. Prince, thanks so much for joining us here today on Spotlight.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy for it's now about 32 years, and we're talking about 1996.
Oh,
till now that I don't have a voice. And God brought you. It's not coincidence. I always say, even with the Kathy that I did the radio interview with, I let her know this is not a coincidence because this is since 1996. I've been battling, my wife has been battling the situation. I don't have a voice because we don't have money. Is it about the money? No, it's about being patient. If it's true, you need to be patient because God is the one that is going to send you those ones that is going to do his work for you. And
absolutely.
you are one icon that I respect. Mind you, my wife, she love movies. She know you. She know
Yeah,
every actors in in
that's great.
Hollywood. She's about movies.
Okay,
There's nothing
wonderful.
you can tell her about the Logan Crawford that she will not know. May God
Amazing.
bless her where she at.
Yeah.
And then you're talking about Passion of Christ and all those kind of movies. Believe me, when we do these movies, they are nothing compared to this movie because
Yeah.
it's authentic.
I agree. I agree. I'm so happy I was able to give you a voice. So thank you for your time. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford, thanking you for your time this time. Until next time on Spotlight. And don't forget to stay tuned for a special video featuring Stephanie. It's beginning right after this.
Thank you.
Daughter and then two other females. I don't know who they were, but the veil was there again, of course, and the lady, the female woman, she had just died. So she was crying. So they were consoling her. They were consoling her and they said, "Don't worry, we've already prayed." And God
Answer, yeah.
has answered. Um, our daughter here, which is me, they're pointing over there. They're saying they're gonna contact her and she's gonna take care of the babies. So don't worry. It's a little boy and this little girl. They're laying on a mat on the floor, and they started wiping her tears and everything. And so that was it. So a little bit shortly after, 2 or 3 days later, I got a letter from social service
Yes.
agency in Dauphin County that they were trying to contact me because I was a blood kin of a child that was
Yes.
from this tribe. And so what happened is, first of all, I say before y'all go into anything further, did the mother just pass, grandmother, and she was concerned about her daughter, and she has two kids, and they're a little boy and a girl. So the lady, she left and she went to get the supervisor to say, "Come on, we're talking to a psychic." Because I had already saw that
You already saw
they
it.
were concerned. I mean, the mother was already concerned because whatever illness she had, she was getting ready to pass, and she was concerned about who was going to take care of the kids. So I mean, I spoke to them, and I was willing to have her relocate to Texas, and more like do guardianship for and stuff, and they were going to try to connect her, with me later when they got in touch with the casework and everything. But then, the girl, she ran away.
She ran away. Yeah.
Yeah, so,
So where do you live? You live in
I live in Texas, Richmond.
That's a story.
Yeah.